Prepare for Justin Fall.
That's the sound Justin Fall makes.
That's not great.
I just land like a pancake on the ground. Why did I jump from so high?
I'm not ready for that. My feet break like human feet.
Snap, 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 snap.
Juice, we're going to play Titanfall because I've got it. And it's out today, and people want to know about it.
You're a braggy shithead about it. Look, you got punished for that.
You're
that
right.
guy was like, did you hear Griffin bragging? I'm putting him on blast. Literally.
It's out, and so we already did an overview video of the beta, and this is probably, I guess, good news, but it's, I mean, not a lot of, like, the core stuff has changed. There's just more to unlock and more to see and do. So, like, if you want the general idea of what the game is, I would recommend checking that out because, honestly, I just don't really want to go over it again because it's too hard. No, it's just I value your time. It's precious.
All right, it's good. Oh, no. Again.
I know. Listen, this is the curse. I swear to God, I'm not terrible at video games. It's just whenever I sit down to do one of these videos.
Well, it's hard because you're talking, you're engaging. Griffin uses the same part of his brain for shooting as he does for generating words.
Right, which is why I had to quit the debate rifleman team.
It's the oddest biathlon there is.
Titanfall. Okay.
Well, that guy did a very dramatic jump over your corpse at the last second.
Everybody does. I feel like everybody's still trying to get good at the parkour because it's such like a important element of pilot ship. You can see you got that double jump, you got that wall run. You can chain it together to do some pretty insane stuff.
It's worth noting that you're not saying parkour aloud as you do it, which I think is so key.
It's hey, yeah. So. Sorry, I can't string a complete sentence together. I've been playing for a while now, basically all day yesterday. Sorry, work, and I'm really liking it quite a bit. It's been a while since I've gotten into a multiplayer shooter game like this. I kind of haven't been crazy about the past couple Calls of Duty, or obviously Battlefield, which has been kind of a disaster. I wanted to so hard. This game's really scratching that itch for me, because I think it shakes up that formula a lot. I mentioned this in the last video, but anybody who says that this game is just a reskin Call of Duty is kind of
a doofus. I'll say it.
Kind of a doofus, yeah. I mean, it's got a lot of the same hooks. The progression hooks are I would say, incredibly similar. I think that, I don't know, it kind of looks, the guns kind of feel like it. The amount of damage that it takes to drop somebody kind of feels like it. But there's just so much more stuff to do. So right now I'm playing Attrition, which is probably, I think, the game's main mode because it folds in sort of all of the different ideas that the game has. You play as a pilot. You can see that countdown clock down there at the bottom right is counting down to when you can get your Titan. You can drop that clock by killing Titans and players and AI enemies, which I am trying to do. And it really kind of behaves unlike any other shooter in this mode because I spend actually a lot of time hunting down the AI. Come on, give me this one sweet kill. Whew. You spend a lot of times hunting down the AI enemy because they're worth so many points and they're easy. They're easy to kill. They're kind of like a resource in a strategy game or a MOBA. So, like, it does a lot of stuff like that that's, like, super, super fresh. There's right now we're playing in just the general multiplayer mode. It's weird how they pitched it as a, you know, it's got this seamless multiplayer well, there's no single player, but it's like the campaign is all multiplayer too, but it definitely exists in these two different playlists. Ooh. And I don't really understand, I think, the campaign in this game.
Oh, God, because if you don't, I was hoping you would explain it to me.
No, I mean, I get it. Like, it's basically like the multiplayer, except there are, like, cutscenes and stuff. Not even cutscenes, but, like, dialogue. Like, your sergeant is on the dropship with you before a match starts. Like, we gotta keep the militia from getting this fuel, because in space, fuel is life. And it's like, that's it? Like, as an edifice for storytelling, like, I just don't get it, man.
Well, the real stories are the ones that are occurring in every battle, because there's so many different things you can do. game to game. The real story is about doing sweet stunts and tricks, right?
Right. Every match I kind of every match I kind of discover like a new rad thing that I didn't know I could do before. Like your only melee attack is a jump kick, which is inherently pretty sweet. But I used it last night. Somebody was rodeoing me, which is where you hop on a Titan's back and you sort of expose its brain and just start plugging away at it. It's a really effective way to kill Titans, and it's kind of annoying to deal with those because you have to get out of your Titan if you want to shoot them off. But I managed to jump out of my Titan and then bounce off the wall in front of me, and then off that wall kick, jump kick the guy on my back to death. It was one of the sweeter things. I foolishly didn't game DVR it because I don't think I know how to do that still. Yeah, stuff like that just like happens in every single match. I'm gonna try really quick to burn through some of the loadout stuff because I showed it in the other video, but you can see there's a lot more stuff. I mean, compared to like a Call of Duty game that has like different subcategories of weapons, it's pretty limited actually. Because there's maybe one or two sniper rifles. There's I think just the one submachine gun. There's like a 1-round fire thing. It's definitely more limited in like how many weapons it offers, but each one does feel pretty distinct. These are the special abilities, like that stim I was using earlier. It made me run a lot faster. I'll try and show that off in the next game. Then you got the different ordinances like grenades and stuff like that. These are your special like passive abilities. I've got one that gives me better parkour, and like, why wouldn't you use that? And then some other less efficient, I would say, passive abilities, and then you can change your gender. I'll make mine a lady. And then you have Titan loadouts. So in order to unlock the other two chassis, you have to complete the campaign. I don't know how close I am to doing that, so I'm stuck with the other one. But it is... Oh, just going to connect real quick. It's incredibly similar to the pilot loadout stuff.
Okay.
Did you just leave and come back?
No, I dozed off while you're going through various interfaces. It's like so thrilling. Earlier when you were fucking jumping around on robot backs and shooting them with rockets, I was like, "Oh, this is a little dull. Could I see a GUI, please? Could we please get into a GUI for me so I could just please see some menus and options for once?" Oh, and also my video quality is low enough that this just looks like an assortment of lines and squares. Please, the hits just keep on coming.
I want to show this off because this is kind of weird. I still don't know how I feel about it. These are the burn cards that you get a lot of these burn cards. You get them for completing challenges, killing certain dudes. If you like get away on the ship at the end, you get a burn card. You get a lot of them, and you have 3 slots, and then you can basically use them. You can use them whenever you die to like activate them, or before you start a match, you can activate them.
Right.
But once you use them, they're gone. Hence the name, burn cards. And I just like, I always forget I have them. Like, I'm just not using them yet. And they're incredibly effective. Like, these cards take time off your Titan build time, which is like super effective in battle. You can get a Titan on the field before anybody else, which gives you a pretty big advantage. I just always forget to use them because, like, we've talked about that, I feel like, pretty extensively. Like, I'm bad at consumables in video games because I always feel like, well, what if I need it later? But
they're smartly limit the number so you can...
Right, and also you have a limit to the number that you can collect. I think it's like 30. And once you collect 30 cards and you have them in your inventory, like, you can't collect anymore. So you gotta
guaranteed
use
them. That I will not use any of them until I get to that point. Guaranteed.
Well, I got to that point in maybe 5 games. So it's not like something you have to really aspire to.
Is it just going to be all bragging on this overview, or are you going to...
No, I mean, I'm not bragging. That has nothing to do with like my level of skill. It's just they hand them, they deal them out in pretty generous doses. I'm going to use one of those burn cards right now. Give myself special legs. Look at my special legs.
What's going on?
Look at how much faster these special legs are. Whoa!
Now, this is just until you die, right?
Just until you die, yeah. You actually get bonus points if you can kill somebody using a burn card. Just fart in their oatmeal, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Really get a good oatmeal fart going. It didn't pan out.
It didn't, no. In fact, what it did was it ran me into the bullets faster.
Yeah. I'm sure they appreciated the novelty of your Lieutenant Dan magic legs moments before they plastered your guts all over the sand.
You know what I really like about this game? This is one of my favorite things.
Robots?
The robots, yes, they're cool. This is gonna sound like silly. Shotguns are sweet in this game. I feel like
Shotguns are sweet.
shotguns haven't been sweet in games for a really long time because, like, in most shooters of this ilk, the best way to win at games like this are to be so far away from an enemy that they don't see you, and then you know, just sort of plug them.
Right.
With this game, because like you can make yourself so hard to hit, like that, and you can bridge the gap between yourself and an enemy so quickly. Like, shotguns are incredibly useful. Don't get me wrong, there's still definitely people who use like the long distance rifles and the sniper rifles and the single shot range stuff. Like, those guys are kind of tearing me up. Admittedly, this is the worst possible map I could try and make this point because it's huge and wide open, and so people are using those kinds of long range weapons. But in like the tight urban quarters, where it's just all walls and closed off buildings, like, it is so much easier to get up in somebody's grill and then fire off a single shot with the shotgun and take them out than it ever was in a okay, I have to switch weapons because this point is not being made very well. Yeah, so in that regard, like, it's not it doesn't feel like other shooters because the motion sort of allows for different combat scenarios to sort of shake out. Any questions? Any stunts you want to see me do?
One thing I was kind of disappointed about, maybe you can address it, is that like customizability.
Customizability, sure.
Customizability. I want to be able to like put decals on my Titan, and that kind of thing. Is that possible?
No, I mean, not that I've discovered.
Maybe
but then
we're
again,
gonna
like,
pay for it, right? DLC incoming confirmed.
I don't know. I don't work for Respawn. It's possible, I guess. Like, I don't know. Anything's possible.
Seems like it would be a smart idea because, like, I would pay for it.
I'm
just saying that right now.
Special stickers that you can put on your.
I want to like earn some, but like also buy some. I want to earn some that aren't very good and then buy the ones that are really good because people.
The ones that make you, the ones that make your characters stronger.
It's the new status symbol. Like, boy, this guy has a lot of disposable income, huh? He's buying stickers for a robot that doesn't exist.
I'm sure don't say this out loud, Justin. The context of your goof tone saying all these things is going to be lost when somebody tweets this later.
Good. I'm not worried about people taking things out of context.
I'm on a killing spree, Justin. Have you ever seen anybody that's good at video games before?
No. I've never seen anything this impressive.
Well, our team's kind of getting rolled right now. You know what that means? Dropping a burn card.
Burn it.
Oh,
Burn
I have
it down.
a Titanfall already. I'm going to try... You know what I haven't done that's totally rad? I've seen it done, but I've never been the one to actually do it.
Here it comes.
To kill somebody with a Titanfall.
You're going to make this video legit now. And I've done that before. It's pretty cool.
I like to drop it on...
No, it's happened in the beta, though. There's no record of it. Don't go looking for any record of it.
I try and get him, like, come over here.
My Titanfall kill was a false flag.
I'm going to send my Titan actually into AI mode, which I do a lot more now that I know sort of how effective that is. Wow, my Titan just wrecked that dude.
Now, you get reduced points for that, right? You don't get the full brunt of those points.
You get most of those points. I don't know if you get reduced points or not. I think if they get it... I think the Titan is definitely less sort of effective. But you definitely still get points for it. Whoa. That is a fairly unpopular perk right now called nuclear ejection, and it's when your Titan gets destroyed and you eject out the top of it, it sets off like a thermonuclear detonation that kills everything in the vicinity. It's sort of like that perk in... I don't know if you remember in the... I can't remember which game it was. Maybe Modern Warfare 2. That caused you to drop a grenade when you exploded.
Yeah, I think that's Modern Warfare 2.
It's basically noob mode, you know. I don't like that. I like the kills that I have to work really hard to earn, like that one. Well, he worked hard.
Kills.
Drop my last burn card. That's not great. It's not a great burn card. If you want to know the truth. I don't know what else to talk about because like
Wouldn't it
really
be sweet if it turned out that doozers were making the Titans and the Fraggles were constantly trying to eat them as you ran around the battlefield? I was just thinking about that would be like another layer. I'm trying to distract from the fact that you just lost.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't finished the campaign. Maybe that is.
Maybe it is a doozer versus Fraggle elevated. The conflict has evolved.
Prepare for Fraggle Fall. Well, great. I got completely steamrolled that match.
How's your KD? KD, quick. KD,
let me look at it real quick. Okay, less than 1.0, which isn't ideal, but not too much less. I'm still learning the ropes. You know, that's what's so exciting is like I have to learn the ropes to play this game, whereas I feel like in most shooters, like you kind of get what it says on the tin. It's not like a perfect game. Like this video is probably the absolute worst way to try and exhibit any sort of technical prowess or problems that the game has because it's running at a pretty shit resolution and frame rate through the Elgato. But there are some frame rate issues if there's like a lot of Titans on the screen, all shooting rockets at each other at the same time. It kind of frame rate drops down pretty significantly. Not to like an unplayable degree, but it's definitely noticeable. And there's also like a little bit of screen tearing and stuff like that, but
shame on you, EA.
Shame. And also like the campaign stuff I just don't really get.
Shame.
Shame for shame. But the multiplayer is like really, really good. I kind of can't stop playing it. I'm a little worried that they're going to wipe progress when the game launches on Tuesday because we're recording this in a pre-launch environment. I'm also worried that the servers are just completely going to fizzle out.
I saw a fairly legitimate point that there were a lot of people playing the beta. Those are like wide open.
That is true. Yeah. It remains to be seen. That like the product that's there, the game that's there is really good, and it's really clever and really ingenious. Whether or not the servers work or not at the start, I imagine there probably will be some rockiness. I don't know how Origin's going to behave because I don't think I've ever played a multiplayer game on Origin before. But I don't know. I'm hopeful and optimistic that it's not going to be too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I almost looked at my lifetime KD spread, and that would have been pretty embarrassing.
I hope it's bad, really, because that leads to some big clicks for us. Those stories go like gangbusters.
Yeah, like guys, traffic. Servers are bad, and they should feel bad, and then we get like 1 billion hits, and then we become.
Here's what I would say:
become the new Time magazine.
What if? We should go ahead and write the story. Is what I'm saying.
Maybe we should go ahead and write the story. What if we just went ahead and published it too?
I'm saying we go ahead and pre-publish on eve of Titanfall release. Many complain of inability to access games. Like I can't access Titanfall.
But that's good.
Right?
No, that's true, and that's accurate because many people can't do that.
Did you know that 99.99% of the population can't access Titanfall games? For shame, EA.
For shame, EA. Worst company in America, 3rd year running. Nice try, Peter Moore. Maybe come back to me when you're Ubisoft. Do you want to see another game? Another full game?
Do I have to like watch you play it, or can I just? Do you have the game to send to me? Can I play Titanfall?
That is the uncomfortable thing. Is that I definitely don't. Do you want to just tell me what buttons you would press?
Yes. Let's try this. Okay, we can. I'll tell you what to do, and you don't do anything until I tell you to do it. Okay.
Okay. Good.
This is like Twitch plays Pokemon, basically. Run forward. I said run. Jump.
I'm running.
This is good. Keep running. I'm gonna give you more general jump.
This is also going to show how bad the output lag of this Elgato capture card is because you're going to be saying
it's just how bad your lag is. Jump.
Okay.
Jump.
That actually worked pretty well.
We mantled.
Can I please shoot this man?
Just shoot him. End his life. I didn't say do that. Jump up there.
Can I reload? You gotta be faster. You gotta be faster.
Climb up the stairs. Turn around. Spin him. End him. It's gotten blurry. Is there a guy there? Shoot him. Shoot anything.
There's not a man.
Invader. Castle Doctor. Shoot him.
There is no invader. I promise you.
Stand your ground.
I'm standing my ground, Justin. Nothing's happening. There's no one here to do.
Shoot him.
Shoot. That's my teammate.
Yeah, I smell a double agent. Shoot these fools.
Okay, I did that.
Faked.
A little bit ahead of you now.
Yeah,
This just isn't working, Justin.
I think it's pretty good. I watched Polygon's Titanfall stream, and it basically devolved into one guy shouting at another guy.
Now, who is
And
that
here's
talking?
the weird part. It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. I never want to watch video gameplay in any other fashion. Sincerely, Bill Gates.
He just had surgery on his voice box, and that is why he sounds like a ghost.
I wonder what this guy's doing there. It seems like they're not pulling their weight.
Those are our AI teammates. I mean, this is what I'm... Oh, come on. Let me do it for the video.
He's doing that for the video now. Now that's in your video.
Yeah, the AI is... I mean, they don't do anything except get shot and give out points. They're basically a little gashapon full of points. You just crack them open like little eggs.
like stachios.
Like little stachios. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully we're going to get all the big releases. I'm just going to go on a jump kicking spree real quick. Dark Souls out this week. Jump Kicker 400. Look at this, having a kick fight. Towerfall. Definitely want to do that. I don't know if you heard, but Polygon actually reviewed that game higher than Titanfall. So Sony wins the war. Good game, Microsoft, but Shuhei is the victor. Anyway, we'll have more videos soon. So we'll see you later. Bye, Justin.
Bye, Dido. Titanfall.
Titanfall. Only exclusive. Catch it at GameStop. That's the only place you can buy Titanfall. Don't listen to what anybody else tells you. It's a GameStop exclusive.
Anywhere else is piracy.
If someone at Best Buy says they have it, it's pirated. And they stole the copy from a GameStop truck. You heard it here first on Polygon.com.